$9 and change, and it's a big look.
Right, and here again, guys, this isn't denim lapis. This was cut some of the last things that I did in when I was actually using my really
the good stuff.
Remaining good stuff. You know, the denim lapis here again that we're using is high-grade denim, but it's not this quality. This was one of the last designs, and if you can see that we had all the different shapes and stuff. We had all this, you know, kind of like this odd-shaped material, and so we cut this and put this together, and we really kind of did. It's kind of a different new look that we had. I forgot that we did this. We didn't have a lot of these, and then they marked this down. But I mean, oh, I just saw the price now. Come on, this is like beyond stupid here. That is really, really stupid. I mean, I've seen some really stupid stuff tonight, but that's really stupid.
You see it on Victoria, you see the drape, you see the way it's going to lay. It really is nice because there's some structure to it, so it doesn't kind of fall in on itself. It really frames the face beautifully. That'll be a sellout, 70 of those left. Our final of 5 is right here. We're going to Spruce Mountain, and we're looking at not 10, 20, 30, 40, or 50, but 60 inches of incredible Spruce Mountain turquoise. Jay, we've marked the price down to $79 and change.
Okay, you know how crazy this is? Number one, this is such it's an exclusive turquoise. This is another one of those turquoises. We even gave it the name, right? This came out of a very, very small copper mine. This whole area is shut down now. You're not even allowed, they're not even mining in this area anymore. This turquoise, this was a one and done project that we were able to obtain. So unique turquoise, and this is 60 inches, so 5 feet. You can see what what she's done here. Do you see this? Like, there's all kinds of you get 60 inches. There's all kinds of different ways that you can design wear with this. You're buying one necklace, but you're getting a multitude of ways that you can wear this.
Well, that was an amazing showcase. 5 products, 5 minutes, and some amazing values. Congratulations if you managed to steal any of those, and I think that's the appropriate word to use. We're going to head into our final hour here on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. It's your day today to celebrate. We wanted to make sure that Jay was a big part of today with his 30th anniversary. And I do need to shout it from the rooftops. We have purple spiny. The rarest of all the spiny oysters, only 5% is in this incredible color. And ever since Jay has been able to bring in just little bits of spiny in this color, the demand has gone through the roof. Now, just to give you an insight of what happens before a show. Before a show, I'm able to look on the computer and I'm able to see the hours and the shows. And I can tell you, this was our single greatest pre-ordered item. More people had pre-selected this than anything else. Producer Kevin, how many are left of the purple spiny? There's only 340 remain. I think a clue as to why is because it's under $100. So you're getting the rarest of the spinies for under $100. I do have some earrings in that purple color as well that we'll showcase when we get there. But it's, you know, we love spiny and the reds and the oranges, but that purple is something special. We're gonna go back over here and start at the beginning because it's the best place. Something new today. Oh, Jay, so you did this earlier with Lynn, is that right?
We did this, yeah, we launched it. We launched it with Lynn. So this is brand new, first time we've ever done it. And it's the first time that we've combined these 3 materials, particular materials in one unique look. I just love it. It's full of life, it's fun. It's one of my favorite, actually one of the favorite designs that we've shown tonight.
Okay, so this is, how many left now? 500 of them?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you sold a lot of them earlier. So you've got 3 strands, the faceted, obviously multicolored, and that's nice. We've seen maybe 2 pieces tonight that have had this variance in color, the lighter, the brighter, but these are all faceted, Jay. I mean, that's a big deal.
Well, it's not only the fasting of it. So the fasting makes it the fire and the dance.
Labor intensive.
But it's, there you go. I mean, you know, like, okay, well, this got a lot going on, guys. Okay, so the materials. So what do you have? You have this material. You would think that that's the pink. You would think that the pink material. You would think that that's pink sapphire.
Right.
It's not. It's actually pink tourmaline that comes from Madagascar. And it's paired with its cousin from Madagascar, which is that neon blue apatite. Again, on both of those materials, that is the quality doesn't get any better than that. The blue apatite and the pink tourmaline. If I showed you the pink tourmaline rough, if I even took somebody that's in the industry and I show you, if I took a handful of pink sapphire, raw material, rough material, and a handful of this pink tourmaline, a handful, I bet that they would have trouble telling you which is which. And then that's paired back for the very first time, a brand new yellow opal that we're getting out of Namibia. So you've got Namibian yellow opal, brand new material, then that beautiful pink tourmaline, and that outstanding, amazing neon apatite. Both of those materials from Madagascar. It just sparkles, it gleams, it glows. It just catches your eye. It's so full of life.
It's unexpected and I love it. I am here for that necklace. I think you'll really enjoy wearing that. In this hour, by the way, I have an emerald necklace for $69. Yeah, you heard me right, $69, Jay King. But this hour's a little bit more frantic than the last hour because there's a lot of items we're doing at really amazing values. The earrings are available for $59. Again, it's a double hoop in there, Jay. The two coming together, they nestle.
And when you go in this, if you look at this really close, okay, this, it's the color, it's the clarity, it's the fire, but it's the faceting. And you know what really, really sets us over the top, the reason that those lay like that and the reason you can do that design, and if you look at the design and how it lays it so perfectly, is the fact that the size of these are 2.5 to 3 millimeter rounds that we have faceted. They actually work with tweezers. They work with tweezers when they cut these, and they work with tweezers. Those are all hand faceted. They're not machine faceted. They're actually hand faceted, all hand done.
Okay, we're gonna set forth on our next anniversary surprise that we have. Anniversary surprise, over 40% off. It's our turquoise.
Which is gold matrix.
Gold matrix turquoise and the beautiful orange oyster shell combined together. And just while we're here, let's just kind of set the scene. I have this cuff available. Producer Kevin, how many of these are there? Because this is actually Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty, the turquoise is different, but that would go back to it. Lovely.
That looks good, right, Jay?
Yes.
No. Okay, I have two. Let's keep an eye on this cuff, Kevin, because that's hot. We have the combination Sleeping Beauty and the orange shell. That's down from $250 to $129. Whenever you see a J. King cuff at $129, that's a big day. And then this masterpiece.
Okay, this is a master, and this actually has some of this purple spiny in it too. It's got all three colors of the spiny. This is a gallery piece. I didn't even know that we were going to do this. This is amazing. You know, we only did this one time before. We sold the majority of them. This is your opportunity to get the last of the last remaining pieces that we have left on that. That is truly a gallery piece. You've got orange spiny, red spiny. The turquoise in this, I believe, is Angel Peak.
That sounds about right.
Angel Peak turquoise, and then you've got that beautiful, amazing purple spiny, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. Less than 5% of the spiny oyster material is that you are able to obtain. Less than 5% is the purple color. And I'm going to be showing you the shell later.
We've got a full set of props here to really show you this story come to life. That necklace, FYI, was $800. It's premium gallery. We're down to $649. There's a handful for America, so that will go. All right, so that is available if you wanted it. We're talking about the spiny story. Let's go back to the earrings. So we're going to focus in for a moment on the earrings over here, which are 40% off, down to $99, and I'll hold it back with the Sleeping Beauty and the orange shell cuff, which is down from $250 to $129. Jay, over the past 12 months, we've seen a great assortment of different spiny jewelry, but when you take the orange spiny and you combine it with the gorgeous turquoise, it's a marriage made in heaven.
Well, you know, spiny oyster, and I know it seems like, you know, in the last couple of years, you think, oh my gosh, you're doing a lot of spiny. It must be like really easy to get, you know, like, or they, you know, like there's a big load. No, it comes in spurts. We can even get it, right? But it's one of, I have a long history with it. Anybody, you know, Russ Twyford was with me in Tucson this year. and he's a designer, an artist, and we all have similar stories, right? Some of them that we can't tell on TV, okay? Some of them, especially, I don't want my mom to know.
I can only imagine.
But especially with spiny oyster. But here's the thing with spiny oyster. You know, over the years now with spiny, this is really getting harder and harder to obtain. And it's getting very, very expensive. It's protected now. It's not endangered. It is protected. They only have 12 different families that are allowed to dive for it and harvest it. They all grandfathered in. If they drop out, they lose their license, they don't give it to somebody else.
Right.
So eventually, you know, of course, the family, as long as the family keeps on harvesting it. Now, that being said, there's only 2 seasons that they're allowed to dive for it and allowed to actually harvest it. So it's a unique material. Actually, people like myself and Russ, we're the people that actually started spiny into the jewelry industry.
Isn't that crazy?
We're the ones, yeah, back in the day when we first started out, we used to go down to Mexico and dive. And when we were diving, there would be piles of this on the beach. Well, we would take it home with us back up to New Mexico or to Arizona, and we would start incorporating it into our jewelry. That's how it all got started in the 70s.
And are you diving deep, Jay?
No. It's all no more than 60 feet. But most of the oyster, to be honest with you, is probably less than 30 feet. 30, wow. Yeah, maybe even shallower than that. Yeah.
Wow. So that was how many years ago?
But I didn't dive for the oyster. They were diving for the oyster. They were actually bringing it up. The shells were we were diving for our dinner.
You were just hungry, that's what it is.
Well, we go down and we would camp on the beach. You're not even allowed to do that anymore down in Mexico. But we would go down and build a big bonfire, and we would camp out, pitch our tents on the beach, and then we would dive, but we'd take our spear guns, and we would, if we didn't get anything, we didn't eat that night. And the only thing we brought with us was a cooler of beer and our tanks, so that we could dive.
All right, we're excited that you're loving it. By the way, that gallery necklace that Victoria has on, final call. Fewer than 10 now left if you're looking to order. We're going to stop down for just a second. Jay has brought us so many turquoises, wonderful turquoise. It's the cornerstone, really, of mine finds here at HSN, and we love turquoise. There's no other look or appearance or stone like it, truly. Heavenly Well Lake has been one of our most revered and sought after turquoises after all these years of all the varying kinds. We have a couple options tonight. So there's this amazing special. We're down to $99. It's a classic. It's an easy yes. 18 inches, 2 3/4 inch signature extender at the back. I have earrings to go along with it. They are on special today of $59. Okay, so a great Heavenly Well Lake combination. If you already know you love Heavenly Well Lake, but you're looking for a different type of necklace, we'll put the details at the side of your screen for this necklace. Totally different. The two are by no means anywhere near the same. This is big, this is bold, this is status. This is down astonishingly to $159, which is Jay, just to share and showcase, 2 totally different looks, and you can see the different personalities of the pieces. But Jay, I love that we have the variety available, something for everybody.
Yeah, I want to point out too is, okay, which one are we talking about?
Let's start with the classic, the simple one first.
Okay, like my brain.
You said the quiet part out loud there, Jay. I love that.
Okay, I just need, I need to focus on what I'm actually doing here. I am getting old, guys. Okay, so again, just like what Adam's saying, this isn't brain surgery or rocket science here, guys. Okay, this is simple, it's classic. It's, it's simple design. It's that wearable piece that's just not going to sit in your jewelry box,
Never.
Right? Something that you accessorize with, you can layer it. A great standalone piece or a piece that could be a base piece for a layering project. What makes this really kind of unique and different, and again, if you're a turquoise collector, if you like to, like myself, I take great pride in my turquoise collection. I love collecting turquoise, and I know a lot of our viewers do. You wouldn't believe some of the pictures and the photos that I get sent of people that have been shopping with me for 30 years.
A lifetime.
And they have turquoise in their collection that now that is not available anymore. Right. I mean, there are turquoises in my 30 years that people have in their collections that you cannot buy. I mean, that they really are truly, truly rare, that you will never find them ever again. This is an example of something that this is kind of a one and done for us as far as the material. We went in, this material originated in a copper mine, and actually they also had iron. They were mining iron, copper. It was open pit. It wasn't huge. It was commercial, but it wasn't like a really big operation. And they ran into this veins of turquoise on one side of the mine. And we had a contract. We were able to go in. They got it. We pulled out everything that we could pull out. They closed us down. The mine's now closed. And you're not allowed to actually mine or export the turquoise out of this area anymore. So this is a turquoise. It's all natural, very unique. And you know what's really cool about, look at all the different colors.
I see it.
Every different color, all those colors in there, every single thing, those are the natural colors. Those are not created, they're not enhanced, there's nothing done to them. So those are all the natural colors that came from that one deposit.
And that's the variety. I mean, it's touched by Mother Nature, and every single piece is unique. You know, just wearability-wise, you'll never feel out of place with this on, ever, never. And no matter what you choose to wear it back with, as Jay said, you know, layering it, you must remember this signature finding at the back, this extender, is really so beloved at this stage. Do you remember how many years ago you introduced this?
25.
Oh, so it was pretty near the beginning of...
So, okay, you know, and for the story on the finding, you know, you just do things, it's just, there's every now and then in your life, you do something that's really unique and very different.
Yeah. That
just stays with you. That's a kind of a signature on your designs, right? 30 years ago, when we were doing the show, 25 years ago, the first 5 years that you saw our designs on the air, all of our necklaces, we finished them in lobster claws.
Which is just a classic way to do it.
Right, but big lobster claws. And it was our viewing audience that gave us this idea. Not only gave us the idea, they wanted something different. And they said, look, a lot of our viewers were saying, look, I'm kind of getting older. I love your necklaces, but I really have difficulty with the lobster claw being able to put it on and adjust it. So we came up with this finding, which is not just a finding, it's an enhancer. So it gives you 2 3/4 of an inch longer to adjust it in about approximately 1/4 inch increments, right? So you've got all those different links you can hook it in, and it is one of the simplest findings to use to actually put a necklace on and secure it. It was one of the amazing, amazing things that just we did by really kind of creation, but by dumb luck.
Well, it was good dumb luck.
No, and now we put it in all.
It's the standard.
I can't even imagine how many of those. It's literally, if not in the millions, it might even be in the millions, at least hundreds and hundreds of thousands of that finding that we've now made.
And just to show you, I mean, here's this big option, the Heavenly Well. Look, if I turn this around, you're going to see, there it is again, right? There it is again. It works on big, it works on small.
And do you see how you can adjust that?
You do, because no more being upset, oh, it's too long, it's too short, right, Jay?
Well, you know what? It helps, right, exactly. So it helps you nestle it.
Yes.
Everybody's neck is different. Also, every outfit you're wearing is different.
Absolutely.
So it gives you the flexibility of being able to adjust it. That right there is unbelievable. It took over between 5 and 6 pounds of big turquoise nuggets, bigger than this, larger than what I have in my hand right now, to be able to create that necklace.
If you'd like to order, $159. It just feels like I'm saying that incorrectly. $159 down from $200. It's a great opportunity. We'll let you know when that one's gone. So let's keep going. Since we're on a bit of a turquoise trend, Very pretty. Look at this. It's a 4-stone ring. It looks like it's a good luck shamrock. It's a really gorgeous design. It's a clover, indeed it is. It's the clover-shaped table bezel set with 4 pear-shaped turquoises set atop in that, obviously, that uniform band as well. The pairs are 7 by 10 millimeter. It has maybe a slightly more contemporary style. It looks very designer. It looks very chic. It looks very current for sure. But again, it's handcrafted. I mean, it's so commonplace, obviously, in Jay's shows. We don't really even talk about it that much. But there's something to be said, Jay, about that.
Well, on this is part of one of my younger designers that designed this. I think it's kind of a really cool look. And then you're looking at some of the last of the remaining Campitos blue ice, which is a turquoise that's often mistaken for Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
If you look at the clarity of this material, that beautiful robin's egg blue, just a really, really nice, very, very clean, very, very clear turquoise. And the color, what I really like with this material, with the blue ice material, is the color's all that soft, clear blue color, like the Sleeping Beauty, like that robin's egg blue, but it's very, very consistent.
Yes.
And again, that is the natural color of that. We've done nothing to it. It's not enhanced. It isn't. There's no any kind of color process to it. That's all the natural color for that raw material.
$189.98 FlexPay on Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. We're launching this tonight. So this is the first time we're seeing it. Obviously, with everything that Jay and I are showcasing, you are absolutely invited to get it home. We can only do so much and show so much here in the studios, but you got to see it with your own eyes in real light, outside in the sunshine. And if for whatever reason you don't love it, or never feel obligated to keep it, absolutely send it back and return it for a refund of the purchase price. We just want to get it in your hands so you can see how it truly looks. Jay, the finishing touches on all the jewelry, I mean, you guys excel at this. It's so well done through and through.
And here again, something that's new, it's fresh, it's different. It's kind of, again, something that's brand new, so you can always tune in and you're always going to see something new. You're going to see something different. And again, these are not findings that you can go buy from any jewelry store.
No.
It's not a standard finding. These are all individually hand-done, hand-created by us.
I'm going to leave that on for a second because it goes really nicely with that next piece. I know.
Is that like stupid?
I remember we did this before, Jay. I remember it. I do just want to say as well, we're doing a special promo for Mother's Day. You can get 15% off if you use the HSN credit card and you use the code 183790. Do you remember that code, Jay?
I don't.
183790.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Right, he's going to get his pen and paper out. 183790. Give us a call. Ask about the HSN credit card. We'd love to have you as part of our family. All right, let's get to this necklace. I do recall it so vividly. Interestingly, tonight, a lot of the gallery pieces have been really well received. These are not everyday pieces, perhaps. These are really specialty pieces right out of a boutique. Jay, that is extraordinary. That is unbelievable.
Here again, this is definitely a gallery piece, okay? These are the kind of pieces, to tell you the truth, if you came out to my stomping grounds, right? So if you're in New Mexico, if you're in Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, and you're going to, you go to Scottsdale, you go to Santa Fe, you're going to Taos, places like that, and you're going to these artist communities where you have these small artist communities where you have people, just like I started, that make one-of-a-kind designs. A design like this would be literally in the thousands. And what I love with this design, okay, these are truly unique. They're all individually, completely hand-done, one at a time. In this case, the turquoise is very special to me. And this is Tyrone turquoise. And it's not only Tyrone, but it's more of the blue. There was a lot of blue initially in the Tyrone mine in the 50s when they first found it. Then it turned to more of a green color. The amount of copper, the more copper it has in the material, the bluer it'll be.
Right.
But it also contains more aluminum, the more iron. It tends to be more on the green side. So there's, even for turquoise to be formed, You know, turquoise is extremely, extremely rare. And this turquoise is rare because it comes from New Mexico. There were a few turquoise mines in New Mexico at one time. Tyrone is still, was discovered near Silver City, where they have the second largest copper mine.
Second largest.
In the United States.
Where's the largest?
The largest is actually in New Mexico also, but it's next door. Being a smart aleck.
No, I love this.
No, but it's this area is like the Kennecott mine is the second largest in the United States, as far as I know, copper mine. This material I've had in my collection for over a decade, if not longer, maybe even as long as 15 years ago, is when we get this. Now, this is one of those turquoises that there's still, every now and then they'll get, it's owned by a father, and he's teaching his daughter how to mine it too. But his real job is he's a mining engineer, is what his real job is.
Mining engineer.
And so, but he has the rights to the Tyrone mine. But there's still Tyrone turquoise there, but they really don't mine it. It's not commercially mined, you get very little. This is old material, but it's one of the very few turquoises that actually came out of New Mexico that were mined in New Mexico.
Has anybody ever offered you the chance to buy a mine?
Oh yeah, are you kidding?
I just wondered.
No. You know, and Marty and I, you know, my partner, we've done a lot of different things. I bought into several of them, and you know, like I haven't ever told you this. I mean, you know, there's a lot of times when you're mining turquoise. You know, mining anything is like legalized gambling, guys.
Right, you never really know.
Well, I've been in turquoise mines, and we're getting blue material. I mean, like the size of a loaf of bread and everything. I go home, I think, okay, I'm ordering that 4-wheel drive Lamborghini, right? I'm doing it, right? And then I've got it all on order, and then I have to call up, and then they'll call me and they go, you know that vein?
There's no more.
There's no more. And you know, it's a natural phenomenon, and the way turquoise is formed. I mean, I have to tell you, the number of times I thought I've made it. No, you really, you know, like, you know, in mining, it's the weirdest thing. You can overnight, you know, become extremely wealthy.
Well,
and yeah, but I've been involved in way too many turquoise mines.
Well, I can tell you one place where there's no gamble, and that is here on HSN, because May is Clinique month. You see what I did there, Jay? Do you see what I did there?
Sheila's favorite.
She loves Clinique?
It's like her thing is Clinique, and she's got this perfume, Clinique perfume. She wears, my wife, who's British, by the way, too. And I got to tell you, you know what's really weird is people come up to her all the time and go, God, you know, you smell amazing. Isn't that weird?
Well, Clinique make the best. I mean, they do.
I don't know. I know that I buy it because when I do, I don't get in trouble.
Well, you gotta tell her to shop on HSN, because we've got special deals and free shipping and special pricing on all these great Clinique items. Stuff for the men as well. So check out all of Clinique on HSN. On the way next, Purple Spiny has finally arrived. Only 5% of all Spiny is purple, and we've got it next.
Hey there. Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you could get $40 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
The stars are aligning on QVC Plus and HSN Plus for season 2 of my late night talk show, Busy This Week, hosted by me, Busy Phillips.
And me, Casey St. Ange.
Join us May 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern as we get down to earth with some of today's most shining stars.
And shop fab finds that you won't believe.
Your Wednesday nights just got a whole lot brighter with QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app or visit QVCplus.com to start streaming now.
Ready to creatively cut loose? Stock up on oh-so-crafty essentials during National Scrapbooking Month. Indulge in next-level sewing machines, paper-perfect supplies, genius gadgets, and tools to bring your ideas to life. plus demos, how-tos, and pro tips to fuel your next masterpiece. Fire up your imagination during our So Crafty event, Tuesday, May 13th on HSN and at hsn.com.
Well, here it is. Guys, take a look, please. This is purple spiny from the purple shell. It is incredibly rare. Of all these years of being on HSN, I have only presented purple spiny 3 times, and this is the 3rd time. We are going to be offering this at the lowest price of any purple spiny necklace. Let's reveal it, because we are down to $99. Only 5% of all spiny oyster in the world is in this purple color. Producer Kevin, do you mind showing our friends at home how many are now left? Because I don't want you to think that this is going to be, you know, like a 15-minute presentation. We have 201. They'll all be sold out in less than 5 minutes. Just before we jump in, I do have these earrings. There's 240 pairs of the earrings. The earrings are down from $79 to $69. We have 2 or 3 megastars in this show. One was obviously the Tanzanite necklace, one was the Labradorite necklace, and most definitely, one's the emerald necklace coming up. And this is obviously a huge mega part of the show. Jay, we love our spiny. You just never see it in this color.
Less than 5% of the material, actually is this color. And here's the thing with this. This is really, if you want something that's really, really, truly unique and very, very rare, and this is natural. So it's natural spiny oyster, and it's the purple variety of this. When I buy my spiny oyster, and I'm buying it, you know, I'm buying these directly from the families that are harvesting the oyster shell. When we buy this, we purposely do not let them sort it. Okay. We buy it in bulk. And so when we do buy our shell, the reason we do that is because if they pre-sort it, they will take all of the purple out.
They will just remove it.
They'll get 5 times the money for it. Wow. 5 times the money for the purple spiny. So it's very rare. It's rare for the fact the color, and there's not a lot of it. Where I came up with the 5%, I've never gotten more than 5%. Like, let's just say that I buy like a ton of spiny oyster. You buy a ton of spiny oyster, you're predominantly going to get orange.
Okay. And
then secondly, you're going to get red. But
look at this, guys.
Every now and then, and sometimes you don't get any at all. But I just want to show you how this is. This is a natural. So here's the oyster shell. I've knocked some of the spines off on this, but you can see with the spines, this is what it normally looks like where it comes out.
It's sharp.
Big horny spine. You can actually see the holes where the big spines were. Okay, and then how you tell it's purple is you look in the rime here. Okay. This is all mother of pearl. So this is all nacre. I mean, this is an extra oyster. And then once you grind it off, then you can see the purple color. And that's what these beads are cut from. This is the very first time that we've actually done this and done this design. I did these Hishi beads, and then we paired it back with silver discs. It's a really unique look. This is, to be honest with you guys, a phenomenal price. Actually, the original price we did this, $149, was just a phenomenal deal. I really wanted to hit a price point. The only reason I was able to do this is because we did buy this. We did get the purple mixed in with the orange and red. The price of this material is 5 times, literally 5 times the cost of the purple or the red.
So we are one.
Purple, the orange or the red.
I knew what you mean.
God, I know. Like I'm old, and it's like it's past my bedtime.
Well, listen, you know there's no windows in the studio. It still looks like it's early afternoon outside here in the studio. Okay, so clearly it's not past your bedtime because you guys are jumping all over this. We're about to fall below 100.
Okay, well, here's the thing on this, guys. Truly, this is something that's really, really rare. It's unique. You've only, like with Adam and I worked together for a long time.
Yes.
Way too long in some of our opinions, right? Mainly Adam's opinion. He's worked with me way too long. But think about the number of times we've done this. We've done it like 3 times.
A handful.
A handful. And it's because I just don't get it. You know, there are years that go by, years that we don't have any purple at all.
Yeah.
But I can count on I don't think I've had it more than like 5 times in my life that we've had enough material to work. Now, that being said, maybe I've done cabs or it's been just like that gallery piece that we just had.
Sure.
But do you notice it's not all purple spiny oyster cabochons, right? You got accent pieces here, accent pieces there. And we just use it sparingly because you don't get a lot of it. It's really, really rare to actually be able to see it. To be able to get a whole necklace, plus this is the first time that we've done these silver discs, and we're getting asked to do kind of this where things are a little bit more, I guess, on the petite side,
sure,
you know, that aren't so big, aren't so bold. So great, I mean, just great accent color, accent jewelry, great story to it, and an amazing, amazing value on both the necklace and the earring.
The necklace, I have 45 left. The earrings were now under 200. Obviously, it's $69.98. If you were lucky enough to buy any of the purple spiny that Jay's brought to us over the past 6 months or so, these would marry back wonderfully. Obviously, for pierced ears, lightweight in the ear. And yes, they are, not that big, heavy, chunky style, but as you'll see on Victoria in a second, they still have the presence to them that's so nice. And anybody that has any clue about jewelry knows when they spy you wearing purple, they know you've got something special. You are wearing something that, quite frankly, most of the world does not own. You're wearing something that most of the world doesn't even realize exists, because such a tiny, minute percentage of the spiny oyster that comes out are these colors. Red and orange, we love them. We love them. But to be able to get purple is something special. And tonight's been a night of specials. Special tanzanite, 1,000 times rarer than diamonds. We've talked about incredible labradorite, full of fire, following the fire lines. We talk obviously about the emerald necklace that's on its way for a giveaway steal as an anniversary surprise. And with our spiny oyster, you really are buying something that, although you may not see it often, is really at the heart and soul of Jay's career, just as is turquoise, just as is opal. I mean, really, it's the spinies, it's the opals, it's the turquoises.
Yeah, well, and it's just having things that other people don't have or
Sure.
they don't see. And that's what I like to collect. I like to collect things that are unique. I like to collect things that are different. And this is something that truly is unique, different. Like I said, in my lifetime, I've been doing this professionally for 49 years.
Yes.
As of this year, I've been doing it professionally. I started my business when I was 20. So for 49 years, I've been in professionally. I did it before then, but not really professionally. I consider it professionally is when I started paying tax. Okay.
When you started working with me.
Let's not go that far. Okay, let's not go that far. But the thing with something like this is having something that is rare, it's unique, and that it's different. I mean, it's something that you're not going to see yourself coming and going, right?
No.
So unique material, but a really kind of a unique look.
Well, the news has come through, of course, as you would expect. Our necklace is basically sold out, and the earrings are on their way with fewer than 65 pairs left. Congratulations, you just got an amazing, genuine, real, authentic, rare, genuine purple spiny oyster necklace. If you do want those matching earrings, it's not one of those situations where you'll see them again. So if you're somebody that you like to have the matching earrings because they were made to go with this necklace, definitely order it tonight, because you won't ever see those on television again. We're going to keep on going. Next up, Jay, we've got a launch. Since we're on the theme of a spiny oyster.
This is the gallery collection. Now, when they do this, it's like, okay, now we showed you all these spiny designs. So everybody's going, oh my God, you know, these guys must have tons of spiny material. But so this is something that is unique and different. I love this, and I love cuffs. I love new. I love creative. I thought this was extremely creative. I didn't design this, but this could be one of my designs. These are the kind of designs that I do.
It looks like you.
No. You know, like obviously. Now the other designs are copycatting me.
You inspired everybody.
Unfortunately, they're my people, but they're copycatting me, you know. But this is something truly that I could have designed. I think that Brian did this. This looks like Brian would be guilty of this.
It's fabulous. Yeah. It's edgy, right?
And he does it. It's an amazing look. I mean, I just love this look. And in this case, we decided to go with all red. Look at the amount of silver that is in this. Look at the silver presence. And then look at what they've done. Do you see where they've scribed this?
I do.
It's all done by hand.
Yes.
And this is all done from sterling silver sheet material. So this is material. I want you to think about this, that this is how custom this is. Even the material to make this, the sterling silver to make this, was custom made to our specifications in a foundry. So the raw material to give to the silversmith to actually make the finished material was actually custom made, and then this is custom made. So it doesn't get more custom than that. It's custom. And then think about this like that. Okay, this is where really custom comes in, and this is when you know you've got custom. Do you see this? There is nobody that sells those cabochons. There is not a single person. There is not a single machine that will cut that. That all has to be done by hand. Those are all free forms. So you're getting something really that's unique, different. I just love that cuff. I love that look. I love that cuff personally.
You can't go to Cabochons R Us and just find that shape.
No, you can't. Well, if you went to, like, you know, you have Rio Grande, you have a lot of different people that sell finished cabs. I mean, there's a whole industry out there, in my industry, of finished cabochons, and I guarantee you will never find those. They're not calibrated sizes. They're all free forms.
Everybody at home watching, please look at your television.
Well, I have to tell you, and we've done a few emerald things in the past, but this is a really good grade for this grade of emerald.
Jay,
it's a nice grade.
I have 150 of them. They are $69.99.
And that is so ridiculous.
That's why I did the warning about 30 minutes ago. Now, folks, we have 90 seconds on this. So I meant to give you another warning that it was coming up, and forgive me, I forgot. But this is a beautiful emerald necklace. It's $69.99. It's the lowest price ever. This particular one is being retired after this airing. So 90-second countdown. Jay, I mean, I love emerald. It's my birthstone. But this for under 70 bucks.
And here's the thing. This is a natural emerald. It comes out of Brazil. We got this from not just one miner, but numerous small mining operations. And this was some of the higher quality. You know, and again, okay, this isn't gem grade emerald, but it is natural emerald, okay? So, you know, it is, it's, you know, I guarantee you, okay, my beautiful British blonde wife, okay, she collects emerald. That's
she has good taste.
No, she collects everything. But she collects everything: sapphire, turquoise, all of it.
All the good stuff.
But she is really into emeralds. Okay. A couple of years ago, I bought her a necklace that was just a little bit larger than this, but the same thing, faceted, in gem grade emerald. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but I will tell you that when I wrote the check out to my friend, because I bought the material, then I bought the raw material, and then we cut it. Of course, I made it. But when I wrote the check for the raw material, I cried. Actually, there were little drops.
Teardrops. Tear stains.
There were little watermarks on the check. And I'm not going to tell you how much it was. But let me just tell you, if I wrote you this check, you could go out and buy a really, really nice, fast car. I mean, like a really nice one. A real nice one. And that was just for the rough. So this is beyond stupid. You can't even go buy something that's faux I mean, this is real natural emerald. You couldn't buy anything that was even faux for that price.
Well, it's another sellout. It's another sellout. Let's keep on going. We have 15 minutes left, and we do want to spend a moment here, Jay, on our rhodonite. We have a couple of things, actually. There's a rhodonite ring, and there's a rhodonite necklace. I'm going to bring the two together.
Yeah, why don't you bring them both together?
I'll bring them both together. I'm going to put you down there, and I'm going to... Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful?
So this is the launch of the necklace.
This is actually a brand new material.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, so where are we traveling to for this
Argentina,
one?
right.
Argentina. Okay, we love that. So the first thing that grabs you and doesn't let you go is how pretty that rhodonite is, right, Jay? That color.
Can you pair up the ring?
Yes,
because I want to show you the difference on this.
Okay, right there.
All right.
All right.
God, you should think about doing this for a living.
They have said that. I don't think it's going to work, Jay.
I could make a comment, but I'm not, okay? Because people would think that I'm beating you down. Now, I want to show you the difference in this and what you're looking at. Actually, this is a brand new launch. This is a brand new mine find. This is rhodonite that comes from Madagascar. That is some of the finest. It's what they call Baroque rose rhodonite, but it's some of the finest rhodonite that I've ever had the pleasure of. This necklace is a brand new mine find. This is the launch, very first time. I love this. I love it. It's like a really soft pink. What causes the color of the pinks and the reds in rhodonite is because it's primarily manganese. And both of these materials come from manganese mines.
Okay.
And this right here, this material that you're looking at here, this is specimen grade. You never see rhodonite that dark red that doesn't have some kind of dendritic activity and some kind of like magnesites or iron contamination to it. So it's got blacks, and so it's very, very, very clean, very, very clear. And then here again, what is so incredible about this, after, when you've done this for 49 years, and I mean, I have traveled the world, literally traveled the world.
10 times over, probably.
I would say more than 10.
Wow. Wow, Jay.
No, like if you really just think about where I've been and how many different places I've been in my life. And so, during that adventure, that trip, which I'm not complaining, I love it. I live for it. Okay, all the different materials that I've seen. So you think, after a while, you think, gosh, there is nothing on planet Earth that's new. I've got to have seen everything. It all. And so I will tell you that the mine finds now, the older I get and everything, I see there's less and less new material that I haven't seen before or something. This is a first. Now, what do I get out of Argentina? What's the primary thing I get? Rhodochrosite.
Rhodochrosite.
Okay, but this is rhodonite. So this is rhodonite, but here again, look how clean that is. And it's almost like a more of a pink, but it's like a creamy red.
It is a creamy
pink. It's just really crazy.
I
just fell in love with it. I'm hoping, in fact, I just got back from Argentina. I mean, literally 3 days ago, I was in Argentina. And one of the things I'm doing is I'm hoping to get more of these materials and look for more, like a more different variety. And we really don't go to South America as nearly as often as we used to back in the day. And so we're hoping now that like a lot of the countries now are opening back up in mining operations. And so we're hoping this was something brand new. We just discovered this last year. Last year's when it came onto the market.
So Argentina trip was leisure or business?
There's most things that I go on are business, but then I'm the kind of guy that gets leisure in.
There we go. There we go. That's the way you do it.
I mean, you're there.
You might as well.
You're there, and a lot of times, you get turned. Even leisure. When I go on a leisure, I drive my wife crazy. She goes, absolutely if you go work now, I'm going to divorce you. But I go work anyway. She doesn't divorce me. So.
There you go.
But when you're traveling, you run into a lot of things, especially materials. You be in a market, you see something really beautiful, and they've made something out of it, like an ashtray or something like that, and then just track down the material. This is totally cool.
So we're on an adventure, and this adventure leads us to Bargain Town because we're at $89.98. I spy with my little eye royal blue turquoise, the good stuff, lapis, honey, butterscotch chalcedony, and red chalcedony all coming together. And it gives you a really lush layered look with these strong colors, Jay.
Do you know what I love with this? Is the thing is this is like a party around your neck.
It's absolutely
right? It's like
a party.
festival. And we're doing it seems like we're doing a lot of these waterfall looks or graduated looks. But do you know the reason we do a lot of different things is that we're getting requests for them, right? A lot of our viewing audience, they just love this. And what I love with it is, think about this. Okay, you're getting 4 different necklaces. So you're getting 4 different necklaces. You also get 4 different links here. And then it comes with our signature enhancer chain and enhancer finding. So it even gives you even more adjustability. But what I love with this, they've got 4 natural materials, all 4 natural materials. That really we have never ever combined together, but you have color, you have brightness, you have energy, and that's what I love about it.
Well, it is. You said a fiesta. It's like a fiesta.
It really is it's like a party around your neck.
It absolutely is. Jay, just for anybody that doesn't realize the value of royal blue, just give us a quick heads up.
Okay, royal blue is the second most expensive turquoise that I have.
Look at
right?
it right there.
Okay, the Peruvian turquoise is the most expensive turquoise, more so than my Sleeping Beauty, more so than my Kingman Blue Basin. I mean, materials that I paid huge money for. The Peruvian material, by far, is the most expensive check I've ever written. I mean, I've never written a check like that ever for turquoise, but it's that high blue. Before, the most expensive turquoise that I had in my collection is the royal blue. And when I say expensive, the most I ever paid.
Right.
So this right here, but I paid it for a reason. Yeah. It's that clear blue. You don't even need to stabilize this material. We do, but it's not necessary to stabilize it. We stabilize everything just to seal it, to make sure that it stays that color and it doesn't change over time, right? But this material, I don't think would change over time. It is that just cobalt blue, that turquoise, the best of the blue. Then you've got that lapis, again, the high grade lapis.
The good stuff,
That's not denim lapis. And then you've got the that butterscotch chalcedony, which if you didn't know any difference of, I didn't tell you that was chalcedony, you would think that it was amber, some kind of like butterscotch amber. Butterscotch chalcedony, and then the red carnelian.
Well, the party's at your house. If you order this, you will love it. I promise you, bring in the good times at $89.98. Great value. Again, 4 layers. That waterfall style is so attractive.
Okay, I only got 8 minutes, so you better make this good.
Jay, I
want to see the good stuff.
Okay, I got it right. Malachite. Lord above, where has the malachite been? This was not going to be in the show, and I beg, Marty upstairs. Marty.
I've begged Marty a lot. But you're better at begging Marty. No, Marty is a lovely person. And I have to tell you, salt of the earth, and a guy who really, really is done so much for me and really helped me out in a lot of different ways.
And me
nice
too.
Guy.
If you're watching, Marty, we love you.
A trained professional.
He really is, really is. This is something that Marty made happen for us tonight. It is gorgeous malachite at the lowest price we've ever seen. I'm going to bring it right over to me quickly. It's $139. I do have these earrings as well, which are, wow, are the earrings $59? Yeah, they're $59. Jay, it looks so perfect, this malachite. It's like somebody painted it with a paintbrush.
Okay, and this is the Congolese material. And the Congolese material is the only malachite material that you can, it's like heaven Hubei, right? The Congolese malachite has a specific look to it. You can always tell it. And how you can tell it's from the Congo and the Congolese material, it has the lacing in it.
Yes.
I have three different malachites in my collection right now. 3 malachites that I have I have a productionable quantity of. One is actually from America, one is from Australia, and this is from the Belgian Congo. Well, it used to be the Belgian Congo, now it's Republic of Congo. This material I've owned for over 20 years, and people knew I had it, and they were trying to buy it for me like you wouldn't. They were just literally just hounding me to buy it. It's really, really rare. But in Tucson this year, they had it.
They had it?
Yeah, they went back in, they're starting to mine it. There was only one guy, he was all over the place, but he had it. But to be honest with you, it's 5 times the price that I paid for mine. But most of this right here is 20 to 25 years old. But I will tell you right now, bar none, the top grade malachite material. It does not get any better than this. It's got a lot. You notice how heavy it is?
I do.
Okay, that's because it's all the amount of copper that is in this is breathtaking fine. And this is a brand new, this is actually one of my designs that I did. So what I did is I controlled myself and I took my normal like Gimondo look and I scaled it down. I did that for a reason. So but it's new, it's different, it's fresh. If you want a malachite necklace, you want something kind of unique, very, very different. And you know what's really good with this? These kind of designs, and there are smaller because a lot of people they wanted something a little smaller. They're smaller, but it's a great base piece. Oh,
beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
$139. Again, it's the Congolese.
And look at the natural lacing in that. Isn't that gorgeous? You're wearing that lovely.
Everyone is different though, don't forget. Everyone has its own natural beauty. You want to turn people's heads, wear some malachite. I swear to you every single time.
You know, it's become extremely, extremely popular.
Absolutely.
You know, extremely popular.
Well, what was extremely popular from our last hour? Well, Jay, we've got to. This is $99, and you know better than I do. You look at this and you tell me if you don't think that looks like you're spending more than $99. It is labradorite to the nth degree. It is the best of the best of the best. A gorgeous, stylish necklace. We marked it down for Mother's Day. By the way, I do have a handful left of that incredible cuff. We'll put the details at the side of the screen in a moment. But let's just go to the necklace, Jay, just for a couple minutes. Under $100, we talked a lot about the fire lines and how this does not happen by accident, that you create this magic around your neck.
You know, these, even my lapidaries that I have, and you know, a lot of these people have been with me, some of them almost 40 years. Wow. Almost 40 years. So a lot of them have been with me. What's really strange, but a lot of the lapidaries that I have, they're kids. And now I'm not, when I say kids, okay, somebody who's 30 is a kid.
Am I still a kid to you, Jay?
Yeah, you're still a kid in my eyes, okay? That when you say things like that means you're really getting old. So here's the deal. A lot of my lapidaries, in all honesty, their children who I've known as they've grown up are now working for us. And I'm not saying that we're hiring children, okay? These are people, you know, they're art, and it's an art form that is developed. You don't go to school to become a lapidarist, you learn it. It's something that you apprentice. You apprentice, right, to be able to learn how to do it.
Jay, would you just pass me that labradorite specimen again? I'm sorry.
I will.
Just while you're talking.
He's so dang polite. The British people are very polite.
I tried to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that. You know, I would have said it much less politely. But I would have then I would have said, okay, we reacted and got it to you.
You see, now you've lost your train of thought. I've messed it all up.
No, actually I didn't. I still have my train of thought. But so here's the thing with the working, when you work with labradorite, you know, even like my labradorist that actually cuts things like my precious opals, right? There's a lot of them. And people that I allow to cut my really high-end precious opal, or I allow them to cut my really, really, really high-end turquoise, those are the finest of the finest. I mean, I don't have anybody that's a rookie. I mean, these people are the specialized.
Creme de la creme.
I have a lot of them that cannot cut labradorite. And the reason is you have to have the patience to chase the fire. That, you know, it's not, now, sometimes you can just slice it and cut it, and the fire line will be just going one way. Yeah. And you're able to to just cut right down the fire line. And the reason I bring this specimen is it shows you that the fire line changes, right? So when you, on the dead spot that's on that, is there still fire in that material? Of course there is. But now the fire line is reoriented. It's going at a different angle. So when you cut this, you cut the base material out, but as you're cutting it, you have to see where the fire line is within the natural material, and then you have to chase that. So you have to cut it along the fire line, or otherwise it won't sparkle, it won't gleam. It'll still look cool. It's still kind of like sparkle.
Yes.
But it's not going to effervesce. It's
No,
not going
not like
to
this.
come out to you. It's not going to talk to you. It's not going to have all those colors, those greens, those pinks, those blues. It will not effervesce. It's not going to do that. And that is the property of labradorescence.
If you want that cuff, $159.98 down to the lowest price ever. Jay King, when do you return?
Okay, so I come back Monday with you.
Me?
On the X-Wrap, 11 to 12. And then Tuesday, we've got, I believe, two 2-hour events, I believe.
We want to end the way we started, which is saying Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially Jay and my mom. Happy Mother's Day. Bye,
Happy
everybody.
Mom. I know she's asleep by now.
We put her to sleep. Oh, my gosh. Bye.
Well, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I hope you had a fabulous day celebrating with family and friends. I know I did. My name is Sarah Anderson, and if you didn't get breakfast in bed today, well, it's not too late. We've got a brand new Today Special. It is backed by popular demand. Juliana launched this with her very first own home collection. It's back as a Today Special, so come on in and take a look.